Coach, it is a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle. We just heard it, and that means it's time for football at CenturyLink Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And careless with a football there on the kick return.
And one thing I love about going to practices is trying to get around coaches and hear their catchphrases and what they really emphasize. We haven't been to a single one yet this year where a guy fielding a kick, you don't hear, tuck it away, tuck it away, tuck it away. And this time, they turned it over.
Ball security eluded him. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. He's got a man, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. 12 yards the pickup. Good enough for an Arizona first.
Nice methodical opening drive here. They're already into field goal range. They're in a good spot. You know that people like to take a shot in this part of the field. But at the same time, as methodical as they've been, they might want to run the ball a little bit here too.
And just on the outskirts of the red zone, they have options now. Either way, though, they've come out with a purpose.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray. And he's going to go down here. A sack. They push him back to the 34.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. Murray now. Well, he's going to go for it all. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. So the opening drive does yield points. Maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. From the gun, it's Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. Well, you're already down on the scoreboard, and now, Charles, you go out there, very first play, throw the interception. That defense, they're going to have to bow up.
Yeah, and let's see how they handle this, because we always talk about reverting back to what you practice. When you practice these situations, it's called sudden change. You don't expect to be out there this fast, but you are. Do you go out there with poise, or do you go out there with panic? Panic could get you scored on again.
A gain of 10, 1st down, Arizona. They keep it with Barkley on 1st down. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray fighting. Lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Oh, he tries to get it to Metcalf, but it's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowl quarterback, Richard Sherman. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Let's go. Interception, baby. Let's go.
Wilson and the Seahawks take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. Forced out to his left. Now he'll pull it. Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble. They'll call it luck or skill. Whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Or the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground. Whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Here's Wilson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this 1st quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
On 3rd down, Wilson steps away to his left. He can run for it, and he will. The rushing numbers for Wilson maybe down from earlier in his career, but he's still a threat to go, showing it there, picking up the 1st down. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. From the shotgun, Wilson. Being chased out left. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this 1st quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. That's complete. Terry McLaurin with it. And they're going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 40.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Give the tackle to Assad Reddick.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Let's go double count right here, double count. You gotta be ready.
Running the sweep with McLaurin. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. 11 yards there and a 1st down for Seattle.
Hey, hey.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Throwing now, Wilson on 1st down. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Right there. 54. Right there. 54 Mike. Watch the slant.
On the draw, this is Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd down, Murray. Open man is Metcalf. He's got it. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 30 yards there. And, of course, the first down as well. So that play much needed there as they're all the way up near the 40 for a 1st and 10. Now Murray. Rolling to his left. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. They'll run with a former Tar Heel, T.J. Logan. And he'll only get a yard, maybe 2, up to the 46.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play.
Mike 47. Wildfield. You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
Murray going to try to throw on 3rd down. This one into the hands of Metcalf. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 38-yard line. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes remain. 3-0 our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. On 1st down, Logan. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. T.J. Logan, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals push further out in front. No problem there on the extra point. And the lead grows to 10-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that colored jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. 27 yards there, a 1st down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. As the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half.
There. Heavy on the edges, heavy on the edges.
They'll throw on 1st down with Wilson. Now he's going to go deep down the left. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Buda Baker with a pick.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
They begin with a run by Barkley, and he will lose yardage here back to his own 6. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. To throw, it's Murray. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to have the first down as he's marked down just shy of the 20. 8 yards, first down as they're able to convert.
First down, Cardinals.
So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3.
Come on, fellas.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He's going to fire one deep over the middle, and that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here, nearly a 4th pick, and it's third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now it's Wilson. Dancing to his left. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Hassan Reddick in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now Murray throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
Well, partner, we know they came out of the locker room down on the scoreboard, but I will guarantee you the defensive side of the ball got super emotional. They can come out and play with aggressiveness, with fury, because they don't have to be quite as precise, and it paid off for them on that play, didn't it?
Sure did. Excellent play, really setting the tone for this third quarter. Now that last sack puts Murray and the Cards in a tough spot, 3rd and long.
57, Mike, 57.
Murray with a 3rd and long. He'll find Metcalf. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check. Check 3, check 3, check 3. Check 9, check 9. Go. Play.
A first down carry for Barkley. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Hey, check Mike 27. Check Mike 27. All day. 22, check, cover. 22, check, cover. Go. You kill it, motion the out.
From just shy of midfield, Murray got him in. It's Brown. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 36. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. First down, Murray. Flush to his right. He'll try and run it. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Watch the shift. Check 3, check 3. Shift. Hey,
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play, now 2nd and 13. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. Throwing again on 2nd down. Wilson is going to it got his man complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 36 yards on the play. Now Wilson. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. It's a gain of 34.
Well, that's something you haven't had to talk about much this game. A nice big play right there. But this team, overall, they haven't done a whole lot offensively.
Well, they're still sitting on the goose egg. We talk about defenses having pride in a shutout. This offense, and he will take this one in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and through by Myers. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a 1-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here, all right? Let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Woo! Watch twitch.
Here's Murray. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
First down, Cardinals.
Down. 15 on it. 54. Mike, 54. You must be one more. Check. Six guys. Check 6 guys. Hey,
Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Watch out.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And an alley to run. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
57 for Mike. 57 for Mike.
From the gun, Murray. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. The 30. Past the 20. And he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover for us, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick 6, 4th quarter, that is a game changer.
Someone read their keys, and someone had the courage to go after the ball right then and there.
And it gives them the lead. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
57. Mike, 57.
2nd down, Murray sets to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now the Seahawks call the 2nd of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Let's go, B. Let's go. Let's get there. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship. He's wrong. He's checking. Crash. Mike 5-4. Mike 1. Mike 5-4. Here we go. Hey, check Mike 54. Mike 54.
Shotgun now from Murray. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Thrown away and incomplete. 3 plays and out. It's 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
I got you.
Murray and company going for it on 4th. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Seahawks, they'll get the football back in outstanding field position.
We go. 50 play. Danny.
10 yards and a Seattle 1st down.
So finally, at this stage of the game, He lets his legs carry him for a big-time first down. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold. And finally, the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited till the fourth quarter, and maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit.
Kill. Check. Sponge. No.
Now a first down carry. It's Kamara. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be a gain of 2. And speaking of 2s, it'll take us to the 2-minute warning. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes. And we've got a one-score game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Toss play, Kamara. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Alvin Kamara with his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Let's go, baby. Let's go.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. And he's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he'll get this down to the 39-yard line. The Cardinals forced to burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the first down. Murray now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. Murray now on first down. Buying time to his left. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Khalil Mack in there to drop him as that clock continues to run. They fake the handoff. Now Murray gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
Third and 2, and here's Murray. We'll get this out to Barkley, complete. It's a gain of just a couple there, but it's enough to get him the first. Working the sideline there. Good route, good catch. First down, and he gets out of bounds.
Yeah, you have to like the play calling because you have to run some guys down the middle of the field to draw some of the defenders away. They can't just let them guard the sideline exclusively. That's how it's going to work. Sidelines and then completions to use the clock.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but they make them out of bounds. That does you no good.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. Murray again, 2nd and 10. And he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. Eluding the pressure right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield.
Try to get it all back with one big shot right there, but even if successful, that doesn't get them all the way back to where they need to be. Can't totally abandon throwing the ball underneath as well.
And his kick is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. So the field goal means we're back to a one-score game, but with no timeouts left, I think this has to be an onside kick.
I like your analysis there, partner. I think you're right. You need the ball back. That's probably your only avenue.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And they cannot do anything to stop the clock defensively. 3 straight wins to start the campaign now.
And this is where a team privately, within the confines of their own room, their meeting rooms, the locker room, they start to think to themselves, we're pretty good. We should be a playoff team.
A great come-from-behind victory in this one, Charles, and really the difference, obviously, was that 4th quarter. They dominated.
And it has to start with believing that you can make that comeback. Because we've been in games before. We've done games where you can just look at one team and realize they have no chance of making it back. Not in the one we just saw here. They did it, and they did it well.
So for the Seahawks, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they will hit the road next week for